Bonjour, je m'appelle Victoria et j'apprends le français depuis 11 ans. Dans cette vidéo, je voudrais vous parler de mon propre expérience dans l'apprentissage de français et d'expérience dans l'enseignement de français aux vrais débutants. Cette vidéo va être divisée dans deux chapitres. Le premier sera pour les débutants et le deuxième pour les intermédiaires. Okay, I'm gonna continue in English, okay, because like this video is gonna be very, very long if I continue in French. So I started learning French when I was 11. Nobody around me spoke any other language. Nobody spoke English, nobody spoke French. For the next 5 or 6 years, I was just jumping from a topic to another topic, learning things that I would never use. At that time, I couldn't even say je vais au magasin, but I could say fork, but I couldn't say just a simple sentence, I have a cat. It didn't make any sense. So now that I'm older and I have now experience in other languages, in learning other languages, being a total beginner, and in teaching other people, also total beginners in French, I have learned that first, you don't need to learn all the conjugations for all pronouns. Like at the beginning stages, it is very important for you to say something about yourself. I am, I have, I go. Also for you, in like two forms in French, like for tu and vous. That's also pretty be able to say you go to the shop. Are you going to the shop? You need to be able to say that, right? But like when the student cannot even say I have a cat, and learning stuff like they girls are going to the shops, it doesn't make any sense. You should learn first the most important pronouns, the most used pronouns, and focus on them, okay? And learn as many verbs as possible with a few pronouns. And you need to concentrate on the most common words and verbs, okay? Like I go, I see, I hear, I feel, I know, I have to, I have, I am. At the beginning stage, your main goal is to just express yourself. You will make mistakes. It's fine, it's perfectly fine. Don't focus on the details, okay? My students always worry about not putting the right article, not putting the right adverb. Like, honey, don't worry about that, really. Because like, when you say, for example, je vais à la magasin, okay, we can understand that you are going to the shop. If you made the mistake aller with all, c'est pas grave. C'est pas grave. That's not really a big deal. If you don't see that, it's okay. If you see that, yes, you should correct yourself. But don't focus on the small details. Go for the biggest words, verbs, phrases, just the most common stuff, okay? And focus on the details later. But in French, from the very beginning, you should learn the words with the articles. La confiture, la table. It's just going to be easier for you to remember if it's feminine or masculine in the future. As a full-time language learner, university student, a blogger, a teacher, whatever you want to call me, I'm constantly juggling between tasks and responsibilities, and it's sometimes very hard to stay focused and productive because you have so many things going on. You just cannot seem to get everything you want done. And for the past 7 days, I've been trying Magic Mind shots. It's the world's first performance shot combining matcha, nootropics, and adaptogens and other cool ingredients that will help boost creativity and help you achieve the flow state. What I have found truly remarkable is that it really decreases my anxiety. I just started to do everything with more peace and calm and mindfulness. When I'm preparing for lessons, creating content, and studying for my degree, one shot of Magic Mind each morning helps me stay sharp, get more done, and just keep my energy up throughout the day. To make the most of Magic Mind, I've been drinking the shots with milk or just after my breakfast. And I noticed that it integrates seamlessly into my morning routine. After taking it, I'm able to jump straight into work. Mental clarity and focus kick in quickly, allowing me to get productive right away without any distractions or sluggishness. And for anyone like me who's juggling different responsibilities and tasks at the same time, Magic Mind can become your real game changer. You can get up to 48% off of your first subscription box in the next 10 days with my code VICAROOTS20. And now let's talk about intermediate stage. At the intermediate level, I was getting into the grammar. I was doing exercises from the books. I was learning new tenses. I was learning new vocabulary sets. So like when you're a beginner, you just lay the fundamentals of your language understanding. At the intermediate level, I picked up lots of books and lots of grammar books. And I was doing exercises non-stop. But that was also my mistake because like I didn't balance my learning. I was only doing grammar and vocabulary sets and grammar and vocabulary sets. I didn't listen, I didn't write, I didn't speak. I was just doing grammar. And guess what? I'm still relearning all this stuff I felt that I needed at that time, even though I didn't. So my advice for you, filter out the words you don't need. Okay? You don't need to learn garden utensils if you're not going to work at the garden inventory shop, period. You need to be able to really see the words that you will need in the future, that you for sure know that you will use. When you find those words, write them out, create flashcards, review them from time to time, and the most important thing is to create sentences with those words, like your proper sentences. You know what I love to do? At the end of the day, like not always, not every day, but like most of the time, I could just at the end of the day write an entry, like in French, how was my day, and I would try to use the new words that I learned during that day. Yeah, the main thing is listening will help you speak better and reading will help you write better. Okay, so like at this stage you need to write a lot, like a lot. Why? Because this way you will see the vocabulary that you are missing. So at the end of the day, write about your day or find the journal prompts on Pinterest and translate them and write down your thoughts on it. And this way you will just see what phrases, what sentences you need the most in daily life. And while writing will help you notice the things that you are missing. Speaking on the camera will help you notice your mistakes. You will not notice all of the mistakes, especially if you're intermediate still, okay? But you will certainly find at least one mistake. You will certainly notice something in your accent that you could make better. At this stage, you also need to listen a lot. If I had to choose one activity that would help you learn the fastest and with the most quality, would be listening. Just sitting down, listening with subtitles on, with the dictionary near you, and also repeating, shadowing, writing out the words that you think are important. Once again, filter out the words. You don't need to write down everything you see. You just write down the words that you have seen already 2 or more times, because you will not remember them all. You will not remember them all. So your most important task for now is to choose the words that you think you might use in the future, or you see other people are using very much. And one more thing, at the B2 plus level, I think the most important thing that works for me right now and that worked for me at the time of learning English is flooding yourself with information. Flood yourself with news, articles, with content, with reels on Instagram in French. Just flood yourself with information and new words. How I see the language is like a circle, which is perfectly full at the level C2. I mean, it's still not perfect, it's still gonna have some gaps, but if you're at the level B2 plus, you still have some gaps here and there, and this is the level where you have to flood yourself with information, with content, with new materials every day for you to just fill in those gaps one at a time. Because at this level you will also start noticing your own mistakes, that you've been saying something wrong for years, and this is the perfect opportunity for you to correct the basic grammar that you might be using in the wrong way. And yeah, that's all for today. J'espère que je vous ai inspiré un petit peu, parce que j'adore la langue française et je veux obtenir le DALC1 en le juin prochain. Et je vous invite de suivre mon chaîne YouTube pour ne pas manquer d'autres vidéos sur d'autres langues et comment je les apprends. À tout à l'heure!